Wait for a few people to come inside the room. Hope everyone's doing well. Wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. Wait for a few people to come inside the room. All right, so I'm going to start the commentary and wait for some people to come in. I'm sure some of you all are probably looking at the title and wondering to yourself, well, how is it these inside and he's got the mask on? I can explain. I'm actually out and about doing some things. What's up? Just who just came in. Twisted for real. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. Anyway, you're probably wondering why I'm sitting here looking like this if I'm supposed to be inside. I can explain that. I'm actually running some errands. I'm just out washing some clothes. That's all. Um, that's all I'm doing. Washing some clothes, taking care of some things. And what's up, Ron? Hey, Silks, how you doing? I'm out just washing some clothes. That's why I'm wearing this. But I'm technically still inside. At the laundromat. Anyway, I just wanted to just get back on here, reacquaint everybody. I know I haven't been live in a bit, and I miss you guys, and haven't been out. Hey, Annette B, how you doing, love? Haven't been out. I'm doing lives like I need to be. Appreciate that. I mean, I apologize for that. Just been getting lazy. Anyway, guys, I want to just talk about a few things and just get some stuff out there. And first of all, my condolences. A big RIP to both Andre Harrell and Little Richard. Yeah, man, Little Richard. Just send my condolences to both of them and to their families. They were two musical greats. Now we all remember Little Richard like yesterday. Wop bop a loo bop a bop bam boo tutti frutti. Oh, yeah, man. He R.I.P. to another great. We lost another legend. As well as Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell, he's the one who discovered Mary J. Blige and Diddy, a few other people who we listen to today. So, my shout outs to them, condolences to their families. Anyway, it's a whole lot of things that's going on in the world today. We got so much that we're dealing with. What's up, Big Rob? Rob from Brooklyn. Hey, everybody, say hello to each other. I don't mind everyone mingling, support each other, follow each other's channels. But we got so much going on in the world today, y'all. It's we got all kinds of stuff we're dealing with. One of the I want to talk about a few things. Like, I'm sure we've been following the situation with Ahmad Arbery, and I'm gonna touch on that. But before I do that, I wanted to lay down some ground rules, some house rules. Here's how it goes. I don't mind people supporting each other. Matter of fact, I encourage it. I want everyone to talk to one another. I want everyone to be civil to each other. I want everyone to be respectful to each other. If you have issues with each other, I would prefer that you not do it here. I would prefer that you get it out your system and then come back. Also, if there are any trolls here, just letting you know, I got my mods on deck, and if they feel that you're being too disrespectful, they're gonna take care of you for me. Um, if you are a troll and you something that I say it it resonates with you, then you're welcome to stay. You might learn something. So and if that's a deal, I'm good. But y'all, oh man, there's so many things that's going on today in the world. It's so much that's hitting off in our own nation, and I just want to that it's important that we just gotta hold on, y'all. We just gotta take care. We can't we just can't just go with the narrative. We must push on. We have to not allow things to. What's up, Raphael? We gotta not allow these things to get to us. And I just want everyone out here to know that if there is a God in heaven above, there is hope. And just as long as you know that there's hope and that there's a God in heaven above who still sits on the throne, we have nothing to worry about. So I just wanted to put that out there. So one of the things that everyone's talking about today is the situation with okay, Ahmaud Arbery. Talking about him. I've seen the videos. There's another video that just resurfaced of him allegedly walking around the house, walking around a residence, saying that he supposedly had jumped in and out of this residence. Of course, the video, the other video I saw, I couldn't see it too clearly. It looked, from what people were saying, he's just walking around it. Of course, that doesn't really mean anything. The way in which he died, of course, that was not called for. The GBI, as far as I'm concerned, they didn't really seem like they pursued it enough. But that situation right there is just only indicative of what we're dealing with today in the world still. We know another unarmed black man gets gunned down, and no one seems to really care. No one seems to really just really raise a stink over it. My question is this: to all these guys, all these males rather, these MGTOW and CISBM folks who are going their own way and saving themselves, let me ask you this question: how come I don't see none of you all coming out and speaking up for Ahmaud Arbery? And I'm talking about you save yourselves black men guys. How come I don't see none of you all doing it? Wasn't Ahmaud a black man? How come you're not saying anything on his defense, on his behalf? It's like I see all this selective outrage, and it's quite frustrating. It's like people get upset over what they want to. People don't really care about what's happening as far as what's going on with us. So, I've seen different videos about it. Pray, hold on. Anyway, I'm back. Sorry about that. Pressed the wrong thing. Anyway, we still have these situations, these incidents that's going on. And like I've said in past videos I've done, that you would think something like racism and white supremacy would take a back seat to the ongoing global issue that we're dealing with right now. But I was sadly mistaken because it's not. And you even got people, folks, the supremacists that are out there even using the pandemic as another convenient way to justify and go out murdering African Americans. So we got other situations. We have another compounded problem to deal with as far as that is concerned. It's like I hear people say that we're all in this together, but from what's going on, from what we see happening around us, in front of us, that's not what it's pointing out to. It's not very indicative of what that we're in this together, you know. And it's it's about time that some major changes happen, and I think it should start with us. I mean, when are we gonna stand up and have enough gumption to stand up for our own community and rally together and just come before these politicians and these municipalities and let them know that enough is enough. We're not taking this anymore. Yeah, I'm not justifying the reason why it's happening, but a lot of times they see the lackadaisical attitudes that we have toward each other and toward our own communities, and they feel that, well, look, they don't care enough for their own community, for their own people, so why should we? And what can you say? I mean, what can you do? But that's just not what I want to just talk about also. I like to also be about solutions. I also like to be based in hope because me being from a Christian background, I do believe in the Lord, and I believe that He'll make a way. But at the same time, we also have to put some action with that faith. And I know some of you out there are probably thinking, Aaron, what are you talking about? Does prayer work? Yeah, prayer does work, but you have to put some action with the prayer. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying. You just can't pray and ask for God to do something. He'll do it, but you also have to put forth some action and some effort to get what you prayed for manifested. You just can't sit there and not do anything. You have to make it plain what it is that you're wanting. You have to do your due diligence. You have to do what it is that you have to do in order to get what you pray for in action. So and once again, y'all, I realize it's exactly faith without works is dead. And y'all, I know I know it's Sunday. I'm not preaching to everyone. I'm not preaching a sermon. I just want to remind everyone about how this thing works. I mean, it's like I'm sure you've heard this before. You can pray and ask for a job. Okay, fine. That's good. You prayed for a job. Now the next step, get on your computer, get on a laptop, send in some resumes. I didn't say application, fill out an application because I realize we live in a technological age and that a lot of things are done by a computer today. You may still have some people that use paper applications, but very rarely. I doubt it. But you have to go out there. You have to, like I said, do your due diligence, your homework, in order to get that happen. The same would go and get money. If you want to get some money, okay, fine. You gotta go out there and do the things to get the money, so you can have some money in your pocket. One of the things that I'm always grateful for and real thankful for is that I am one of the ones that's out here still out here working. And I realize that there's a lot of people out there that's not out there, that's not out working. They're not able to provide for their loved ones. Now, is the stimulus? A lot of people got their stimulus checks and stuff like that. That's good. Um, I mean, I guess I'm still waiting on mine too. I mean, but that's good also. I mean, but that's no excuse to not get up and do something. I mean, there's something out there you can do. In other words, because see, some people like to make convenient excuses. Is this a global situation we're dealing with? Yes, it is. But that's where you adapt. There's ways to adapt to doing things in any situation. Some people are just plain lazy and don't want to get up and do anything. And they like to conveniently use this situation as an excuse to not do something. Like I said, people can come up with all the excuses they want to come up with. They can say, do all the things they want to do. I guarantee, I'll tell you what, you make time and you make provisions for what you want to do. If you want to go to a club and meet somebody out there, you'll find a way to get to the club when the clubs are open. But now that you're dealing with this, now it comes to doing something that's actually essential that you have to do to keep yourself afloat. All of a sudden you come up with all kinds of convenience excuses. Now I get it. There are some things that some red tape and some hurdles you have to jump through in order to get certain things going. And I understand that there are some people who may not be able-bodied to do things, maybe because of some aforementioned medical issues, but there's things in place for them as well. I'm really talking about able-bodied people who are more than able to get up and do something. And yeah, by the way, so when they're saying stay home, it's just a suggestion. Yeah, ultimately being home and staying there is actually a safe option. But at the same time, there's ways you can go out and go for a walk or something. And there's ways you can make things happen. I mean, obviously they know folks are not going to just completely stay home and not do nothing. But what they're basically saying is that don't be just congregating and hanging out places. So I appreciate that, Rob. Yeah. And like I was saying, when it comes to making money, you know what? This right here, I said this before, that being online, man, now that is the ultimate way to making money. I think going online, I think we have a gold mine. The internet is actually a gold mine that people don't realize it, but man, you don't know. I mean, you go online now, we can make money like hand over fist now. I mean, online businesses have always been the way to go, as well as offline businesses, but online, and now that we're dealing with this is the perfect opportunity. You see, there's always a message in the mess, and there's always a way out. There's always a way to do things. There's a scripture in the Bible that says this, that all things work together for good to them that love the Lord, are called according to his purpose. That's true. He will use any situation and turn around in your favor to where so you could do what it is you need to do. I literally heard a message today online from my pastor, he said in the message that people like people a lot of times are chasing their dreams, but before the pandemic started, he asked, "Were you chasing your dreams, and if you're still doing it?" He said something to the effect is that maybe God slowed you down so your dream could catch up with you. In other words, maybe it's time for your dream to start chasing you. And I had to think about that. I thought to myself, man, that makes sense. I didn't even see it that way. I didn't even see it that way. But it did. It makes pretty much some sense. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, I mean, that makes so much sense. And it's like, wow. Yeah. And it kind of confirms something I said before that being home, this is God's way of saying, okay, you've been too busy. You've been doing too much. You haven't been doing what you need to be doing. You've been procrastinating. And like I said before, procrastinating has been something for me that I'm still dealing with. I mean, it's been an issue that God is still working with me on. But I'm slowly improving. I'm slowly getting better. Just keep me in y'all's prayers too. And I'm definitely doing the same for everyone here. Once again, I wanted to thank everyone for showing up. I love my audience. I appreciate you all. You all are the greatest. Obviously, without you, I wouldn't be here. So, basically what I'm saying is that without you, there's no me. So, because we need an audience to listen to. And I admit that I'm not the greatest of orators. I stumble over words. I stutter sometimes. I trip over what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I forget words and can't get my point out like I want to. But I appreciate you all still being here with me because apparently you all see something in me and you all want to hear what I have to say. And that means a lot to me. I appreciate every last one of you all and I love you very much. So yeah, I mean, we have to, we seriously have to take this opportunity as an opportunity, and we have to do things that we have to do. I mean, I get it. I understand the precautions. I understand that we have to do certain things. Okay, you know what? Just follow the precautions and do what you have to do and just get on. I mean, and the truth be told, if you just really look at it, before this even happened, I was already in a way kind of practicing some social distancing. I mean, I had a few people I hung out with, and there's even a very few places I went. The only places I went though were for either for walks or to the theater and watched the movie, or I went to something. I went to events that were centered around what I'm interested in, but I didn't go to the clubs and nothing like that. No way, no bars and stuff. So it wasn't. I was already have a lone wolf, and I also went to church when they were gathering. Other than that, though, I don't really feel that. Listen, yeah, I mean here in California, they've opened up a few beaches. I'm like, that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to one of them. I mean, but all I just say is everyone just be careful, be safe. I know folks are grown, gonna do what they want to do. So whatever you do, just be careful doing it. All right, be careful doing it. And everyone just learn to be. We need to go back to learn to be civil to each other. I noticed that ever since this happened, that it seems like everyone is just people's humanity has just been tested to certain limits. And say more people have seen it have been brutal to each other. And yeah, what's up, Zero? Zero the Infinite in the building. Y'all support Zero. Everybody support one another. Yeah, support each other. Of course, YouTube is doing something different now. It used to be that you could click on someone's avatar and follow them, but you can't even do that no more. So you just got to manually do it. YouTube's trying to make you work. That's what they're doing. They want to make us work. It's like whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, you got you got this. It's just so much people are doing out here. There's too much things to do, and some of us need to be inside. Like I said, what's out here so big that you just can't stay settled? What is it that you got to get to that's so tough? That's so major that you can't stay put. I guarantee there's nothing out here that's that important that you can't wait to get to. I mean, I saw some footage. I saw a clip. I forget was it. I think it was on Tucker Carlson or one of those news shows. Oh boy, they were just having a big party in one of all places in my hometown, Chicago. A whole bunch of people just partying and doing just what it is that they want to do, just gathering. Now, sometimes people do bring things on to themselves. Hey, Claudia, y'all support Claudia Mental Illness. She's very good too, and she has a very beautiful channel. She's very encouraging as well. But back to what I was saying. You got all these people that are just out just doing things that doing unnecessary stuff. Now, if they say don't gather, y'all, come on, don't gather. All right, just don't gather. I mean, some people though just have to do things and they have to learn the hard way. And folks don't want to take precautions. I mean, one way to keep the powers that be, my eyes I need to keep looking at you all. One way to keep the those that are in charge from out of your business is if you just do what you're told and just get somewhere and just sit down or something like that. Just get somewhere and stay put. But some people just always have to be in the mix. Have to always be the life of the party. They have to always be the loudest one in the room. And that's what brings attention. Hey, Brittany. That's just what brings attention to too many people. So, anyway, once again, everyone's grown, and I would never tell grown people what they do. I can only make a suggestion. That's all. But yeah, so yeah, I'm doing pretty well. One of the things that I've been doing lately, I've been I've been basically channeling my inner child, and I've been actually watching episodes of one of my favorite cartoons growing up as a kid. It's called G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. I don't know how, if a lot of you all are in the chat, I don't know if many of you all are as old as me, but yeah, I still remember that. I used to run home every day after school just to watch G.I. Joe. I mean, I read the comic books, I had the action figures, and those were some days. See, back then, y'all, growing up, a child could actually be a child. We had some of the best toys back then. But G.I. Joe, though, was something special because little boys got a chance to be exposed, in a sense, to what military life was about. Even though it was yeah, Tony, you know what I'm talking about, G.I. Joe and Thundercats, yeah. I mean, you already know, I already realized it was a cartoon, it was fictional, but they used actual military terminology. They had actual grades and stuff, they had actual terms that they use in the military, such as like grade E5 or sergeants and generals and stuff. And seeing how every day they will go up against Cobra, a terrorist organization, um, major terrorist organization determined to take over the world. And I mean, it was a well-rounded show. It was a complete show. You had actual, you had legitimate heroes and legitimate villains, and they weren't they weren't just goofy type of villains. Some of them were over the top, but I was just looking at recent episodes of it. Looking at recent episodes, looking at it recently on Tubi TV, and I thought to myself, man, this is taking me back. And I've been paying attention to a lot of YouTube forums that collect old toys and talk about toys you grow up. And I see some of the stuff that I had growing up as a kid, and I think to myself that, man, if I had this would have been like some serious playing. I mean, playing with GI Joes, in a sense, I can say kind of worked on my storytelling, because I would literally come up with scenarios and storylines that I could, and adventures that I could put them in. And I thought, man, that was some good playing. And I have a renewed interest in it. Some of these action figures I love to collect again for nostalgia's sake, and they're actually available too. I mean, the stuff like that just does not get old. What's up, Mr. Wise? Stuff like that does not get old at all. And you got people out here, man, that are just bored and don't know what to do. And I'm telling you, there's things to do. I mean, collecting baseball cards or stuff like that, and there's plenty of hobbies you can get into. I'm also into trains and stuff like that. I'm also into model trains and model cars and things. I mean, I know some of y'all probably thinking, man, you just a big kid. Yeah, I guess it would be safe to say that I am a big kid. I mean, I like what I like, and like I said, that stuff just doesn't get old. That stuff never gets old. That stuff just doesn't get old at all. And when you think about it, I can actually smile and say that I'm glad I had a chance to play with these. I also played with the Transformers and other some of my other favorite toys too. I mean, Transformers, Thundercats. I even briefly played with He-Man. Yeah, briefly played with He-Man, Masters of the Universe. Getting some more money here. As y'all can see, I told y'all I'm in washing clothes here in the laundromat. Yes, Tony, I did play video games. I used to have an Atari back when I was a kid. But of course, yeah, as I got older, I did get a PlayStation. Hey, K Money, yeah, I got a PlayStation and play with those also.
Ay, gracias.
Yeah, I could probably say though that I had a, I guess you could say I had maybe a well-rounded childhood. You know, yeah, an Atari 2600. I guess Tony, I guess I could assume that you're probably around about my age. You know, growing up in the 80s, was, it was quite an interesting decade. The 80s was. You know, the 80s was it was a coming of age decade, and it was also a time where things were basically where things were simple. You know, you had a simple life. Oh, okay, cool, Tony. I believe I will love it. But yeah, I like to get in touch with my inner childhood every now and then because you know what? Life is too short to be mad all the time and grumpy and angry. So if somebody asked me, if someone said, I don't want to grow up, yeah, that's right. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. And speaking of which, y'all, they closed Toys R Us down. Now, when they closed Toys R Us down, I wanted to punch a hole in the wall. I'm like, how y'all gonna close up Toys R Us? Well, I tell you, they taking away all our little childhood, all our little childhood institutions and things that we did. It's like they're trying to erase our childhood. Those of us who actually were children in the 80s. The nerve of these people. Oh, I don't know if I said this or not, but in case I didn't say it, I'm going to say it again. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the building. If you are on here and you're a mother, happy special day to you. But you know what? Really, every single day is a Mother's Day. You know, sometimes we get caught up in these holidays, but every day is Mother's Day. Because you got so many mothers that have to, there's mothers out here that have to do things on their own. They don't have a husband or a spouse to do it. You got a lot of single mothers out here that are doing the things that two parents have to do together. My heart definitely goes out to them, and I definitely shout out to them, and I salute them with the highest of honor. And to all the mothers out there that have to do it alone, this is for you. And, you know, you all keep it up. Keep your head up, because I know it could be a tough job. For all the mothers out there. So for all the mothers out there, thank you. Thank you so much. Because if it wasn't for mothers, a lot of us wouldn't be here. Yeah, a lot of us wouldn't be here today. Yeah, you got some people out here though that, a lot of people out here that talk crazy and don't have a clue. But yeah, but I got a lot of love and heart that goes out for mothers. You know, those that are actually putting it down, holding it down, doing the job for both, that both parents have to do. Shout out to all the mothers. I hope everyone can hear me too. I mean, I assume everyone can hear me. How's the audio? If everyone can still hear me, put a one in the chat. I realize I'm walking past a lot of noise and stuff, and my face is covered now. But I mean, I think you all can hear me, but let me know if you can or not. I put a one in the chat. The weather's pretty nice though. Now we got this nice Southern California weather. It's nice out here. People, we shouldn't really complain about anything though. Complaining is not going to really help a situation. It's going to only compound it even more. All right. Good. Awesome. Thank you all so much. K Money, happy Mother's Day to you. I'm so glad to see you. But yeah, I mean, we just have so much to be thankful for and to be grateful for. Oh Lord. For mothers though, if it wasn't for mothers, a lot of us wouldn't be here today. And to all the single mothers that's out there, like I said, that's holding it down, doing what they gotta do, I salute you with the highest honor. Let you know that I respect you, and I love you, and I understand what you got to do, what you're up against. So, yep. Let's see what else what's going on today. You can handcuff me anytime. And okay. Annette and Rob got something going on. Anyway, yeah, I love it. We could just come on here and have fun. I mean, I realize that these YouTube streets, as we like to call them, can be pretty gutter. It can be really dark. I've seen some really dark stuff go down on this social media. And sometimes people don't know how to disagree without being extremely, and even in some cases, violently disagreeable. I mean, social media, it's good, like I say it over again, I want to keep saying, it's a great tool, it's a form of communication, but social media is also a breeding ground for cowards, because a lot of times you get those who like to be tough and to talk tough and to act as bad as they want to be, as long as they can be behind a keyboard or hide behind an avatar. They get to be as tough as they want to be. They get to be bullies, as long as you don't see what they look like. But I guarantee you, some of these folks that talk like that on social media, they would not say it in your face. A lot of these people on here are cowards on this platform today. And I know a lot of you all know this. You know, a lot of these people, they get on here and they front. Yeah, exactly, Rob. And I listened to I was on Rob's channel listening to Rob talk about some of these guys. Rob, I was listening to you talking about some of these same folks I'm talking about, and you're absolutely right. Because I mean, these folks here they talk about it's real easy to talk crazy to somebody that's 1,000 miles away. It's real easy to do that. And I hear people all the time saying catch a flight and pull up on somebody and all that. I hear people talking like this all the time. But you know what? One thing I learned to do, one thing I have learned to do is never underestimate a person. Because I will say maybe out of maybe 10 people, you may have that one individual who actually probably would pull up and that actually probably would catch that flight. You know, that's why, that's one reason why people say all the time, if you talk the talk, you better be able to walk the walk. Because there are some people out here that will test you. I was just yesterday watching a playback of that Instagram live video that Takashi 69 did. Takashi is on here talking about how he has this watch and that you're not qualified to talk to him because you don't have this watch. He's talking to somebody. And it's like, okay, you would think that somebody like 6ix9ine would have learned this lesson. But he's very well aware of what he did. He is self-aware that yes, he snitched. And yes, he got out of jail. And he's aware of that. But he says it in a way as if he's proud of doing it. He says it like he did something that he's able to go away, and it boosted his clout even more. It probably did get him more followers, but at the same time, it probably got him more problems. And I'm not wishing no harm on him. I mean, I hope the brother gets some kind of help. I'm not wishing no harm on him. But what I'm saying is that people like that need to get somewhere and sit down. I mean, get somewhere and sit down and leave folks alone. Lord. Yeah, some folks don't know how to leave well enough alone. Just get somewhere and sit down. Leave people be. See, one thing that this platform has done is giving people an opportunity, get some attention for themselves. And there's nothing wrong with having an audience. It's not. I mean, hey, you guys are my audience, so obviously there's nothing wrong with having an audience. But some people just want a reason to just show out and act a fool. And well, since you can't get on a talk show or anything like that, YouTube, social media is the next best thing. Literally, y'all, we are our own TV show. We are our own TV. And subconsciously, I find myself actually watching this more than actual TV sometimes. And that being says, no, that's not me. I don't have any content at the moment, but hopefully I will soon. Mine is the one with the 900 or something. So, yeah. And you know what, Annette? I'm looking forward to seeing you with some content. I'm really looking forward to it. There's a whole lot of you all that I'm looking forward to seeing some content from. I mean, there's a difference between a content creator and a YouTuber. I think that all content creators are YouTubers, and also they use other platforms, but not all YouTubers are content creators. Because you got people on here that come on here just to watch other people or to search channels, and you have those that just, well, like we saying, make content. And believe it or not, what this is right here, live streaming, is a form of content. Also do uploads too. And they also made a way to where you could be monetizing. make money. I really don't see anything wrong with making money off your content. I don't see nothing wrong with it at all. I don't see nothing wrong with asking people for donations. I mean, what could be wrong with it? Now, there's something wrong with people scamming folks. Don't get on here scamming people because there's a lot of that going on too. And I mean, it's a lot of people going on here doing quite a number of unscrupulous things. You got people on here dragging children, and that should be that right there. There should be a no-no. Bringing children into a beef to me is an absolute no-no. If you got an issue with somebody, you should have that issue with that one particular person. People's families should be off limit. But you know, some people don't understand what sacredness. Some people don't understand boundaries either. You got people on here that are really just they just go they just go the distance. They push the envelope, stretch borders, see how far they can go. And then a lot of times that could lead to some serious consequences. Sometimes those consequences could be deadly consequences. You know, some people just don't know, like I said, don't know how to agree to disagree. And when they do disagree, they don't know how to disagree without being violently disagreeable. And it's unfortunate. Now, you got people here with some serious issues, and unfortunately, they bring those issues with them to social media. So, you know, like I said though, you got grown people on here, and you can't tell a bunch of grown people what to do. When you try to tell people what to do, when you try to show some of them a better way, they're going to get upset. They're going to lose it anyway. They're going to have a problem with you. So you know, that's how that is. But one of the things I like to do, I like to be that voice of reason. I like to be that person that'll ask you before you make that decision, are you sure you want to make that decision? Are you sure you want to do that particular thing? Because with every decision that you make, there's a consequence that goes with that decision. Some people don't believe in the consequences. Some people think that they can do what they want to do and not expect no blowback from it. But that's not how it works. Now, that's all part of cause and effect. When you cause something, there's going to be an effect behind it. I know I sound like a philosopher right now. Yeah. But I love this platform. You know, I like to get on here and do my thing, you know. And it's not always educating. Sometimes I like to talk about fun things too. You know, I like to talk about fun things. I like to talk about other stuff too, you know. But it's just too many content creators on here. Anna, would be possible for Annette to drop the link? Um, yeah, I can't drop a link right now because I'm not at a laptop. So, Flavor, oh, shoot, Flavor, you in time. I'll be on here for a little bit more, better late than never. And whatever you miss, bro, you know, just you can catch the playback. But yeah, it's some people just don't believe in consequences. And like I was saying, there's some content creators on here that talk hella recklessly. I mean, there's so many people on this platform that I follow. A lot of them, you know. I mean, you got all kinds of. You got the black sector, and then within the black sector, you have the beef sector. I mean, and these beef channels, man, I didn't follow some of these beef channels. Some of these folks are just extremely toxic. I mean, God, I mean, what is with exactly, Rob? I mean, what is with all this toxicity that people have with one another? It's it's not normal. It's not healthy. And you would think that like with the beef sector, with these beef channels, you would think that they would maybe have a disagreement, maybe one time. At least that's what I thought they would have a disagreement about something, maybe come back, talk about it, make up, and everyone's happy again, kumbaya. But wow, it ain't like that. I mean, folks out here going for broke. They going for each other's throats out here, y'all. I'm like, damn. It's like, is it that serious? Just got off from work today. I'm really ready to enjoy my day off. I'm also looking forward to test driving a car. All right, cool, cool. That's what's up, Flavor. I'm happy for you, bro. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's it's just people out here just doing the most, and folks just really going at each other in the harshest of ways, and it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. We should be able to get on this platform and just talk to each other. I wish all content creators could all have a kumbaya moment and everyone just come back together, one big happy family. But it ain't that way. It never will be that way. I'm aware of that. I wish it wasn't. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Any thoughts on the killer from Asia that oh yeah, I heard about those. I saw a CNN article on those killer hornets. Well, my question is this: how did they get here? But yeah, it sounds serious. But I have heard of those killer hornets. I think they call them murder hornets, and they originated in Japan, and that they've been killing the honeybees. So it's something that sounds like that needs to be taken care of. It needs to be taken care of right away. And they shouldn't waste time. They shouldn't drag their feet on it. It needs to be taken care of, though. I remember back in the 80s when we had to deal with that incident of the killer bees. They were flying out, I think they were Africanized honeybees, and they were invading the United States. But now that these hornets, though, I mean, I'm sure there's a way you could eliminate their numbers, keeping them from producing. That's the way I see it. So yeah, that's how I feel about that situation. But yeah, they need to definitely do something about that. Someone must have brought it after traveling from another Asian country. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, huh? It looks that way. It looks like well, yep. So yeah, I mean, I mean, how is it that I mean, it's like do the Hornets like getting the luggage or something? I mean, I'm guessing these Hornets probably getting people's luggage and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the way that's the way I see that whole situation. We need to be more vigilant. Let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, I don't think I could think of anything else major that we have to deal with. Right, right, yeah, shipping barges. Yeah, you know what, Kai Watson? I didn't even think about that. And yeah, they could be coming in cargo planes. But oh, well, now it's been an hour now. I'm about to come on up off here. I'm so glad though that everyone came. Let me get back over here to these calls. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep it up. So definitely watch the playback. Those of you coming in. Once again, I love every last one of you guys. You guys are the greatest. And like I said before, without you, it wouldn't be me. And I'm so thankful that I got people that watch me. Anyway, everyone be blessed. Enjoy the rest of y'all's day, y'all. And whatever you do, be safe. Um, I'm not sure who else is going to go live next, but I'm looking forward to it. But, once again, y'all, love you much. Go with God.